Hey, you know what's interesting?
What?
I've been recording a lap time for 805 hours. No, days. 805 days.
What?
3 hours and 32.
You've had that watch that long?
Eight, no. Wait. This watch is 6 years old.
Really?
Yeah.
You've had a smartwatch for 6 years?
Yeah. This is the Gen 2 Apple Watch. I got it in 2017.
I didn't know they had Apple Watches that long.
Or 2018. Yeah, now I got to look that up too.
Yeah. When did they come out with the first iPhone?
I feel like I'm a Jamie. Googling all this stuff. That could be my role.
I'm all right with that. Jamie's fun. Oh, I just fell right off. Trying to figure it out. I don't even want to do that level anymore. I don't need those stars. Go somewhere else.
2016.
You put in a lot more commentary than Jamie does.
Yeah, but he's way better at finding stuff faster than me.
I mean, have you, like, some of those videos, like, I swear the whole time Rogan is talking that he is just, everything he says, like, Jamie is already, like,
Yeah.
doing Google searches the entire time.
Any topic that guy that they speak about, he must just be like, okay, now we're on this topic, and he's like, and he's
I feel like that would be just exhausting.
yeah. But it seems like him and Joe have been doing it for so long. He kind of knows what he needs to look up and what is probably just fillers and stuff. Seems like the only time it annoys me is when he has a guest on. Actually, there's quite a few of the guests on now that just like kind of abuse Jamie. They pull it up or look that up. Like Jamie knows what to to look up, and they're just. If I was him, I'd be super annoyed by that. Like,
So wait,
shut up.
So you're annoyed for Jamie?
I'm annoyed for Jamie.
That they expect Jamie to just...
Anytime they're like, yeah, I mean, it's
Jamie,
okay a few times.
Do
but
the thing. Do the thing, Jamie.
They start, yeah, every topic they bring up, I saw a video. You look it up. You got to look it up. Look it up. Brian, yeah, there's a couple people I could name that
Do you ever think Jamie is just like...
abuse it. Oh, I'm sure.
Yes, I will.
Yeah.
Don't like how you said it.
Yeah, I'm not here for you, guy.
It wouldn't kill you to say please.
Right.
Are there words that people say to you that you don't want to make it sound like we're sensitive about that kind of stuff, but like things like when you hear them, you instantly just go, I really don't like it when you say that to me. Like, not enough to get into a fight, but like enough to make you instantly not like the person.
Yeah. Mostly if anybody calls me buddy, or like
You don't like that either?
if anybody's buddy, especially if they're like younger than me or my age, like I don't mind it if it's like an endearing term from an older person, or like if
somebody just calls you bud.
if an older lady at a gas station or restaurant calls me hun or something,
Yes.
that's fine.
Yes.
If I have a younger lady about my age or not that much older than me call me hun, I don't like that, and I don't like it when anybody calls me buddy, especially at work. I usually flip it back at them. I'm usually like, okay, pal.
I like Jordan Peterson when he does that. He's like,
Listen,
I don't
buddy.
think so, buddy.
I don't think so, buddy.
It's not going to work out well for you, buddy. It's like, I can't tell if I know he's not doing a bit, because he's never funny. I don't know if you've ever watched him a whole lot, but
I've watched a lot of Jordan Peterson.
he's very interesting. He's got a lot of good takes on life, I think.
Yeah, have you read his book?
12 Rules for Life?
Yeah.
I started it, the whole lobster thing, after a while. I'm like, okay, I get it, lobsters.
Yeah. So my problem is I rent or check that book out to read it, but I'd watched so many things about that book, and there's so many videos about highlighting the steps of the book that I've watched, that reading the book through actually is like, yeah, I know these steps already.
It feels like the book is fluff.
No, the book is great, but I've heard so much about the book and all the steps that reading it seemed redundant because I already heard
'Cause,
all
like,
about
you
it.
already know the information.
Yeah. But how about you? Do you have anything that people say to you that bugs you instantly?
Bud. Yeah, Bud, Buddy. Those ones are really right up there. When you said that, I was like, oh, so the exact same things. Anytime that someone says something to you that, like, you know that you guys are on the same tier, I should say.
Yeah.
It's not the best way to put that. Or like, because I have plenty of friends who make a lot more money than I do. Anytime that a friend like says something to the effect of, "I have more money than you and I know it."
Yeah.
I had that with one of my other friends where he would say something like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna go to wherever. Oh, but you probably can't. That probably won't work for you." And I'm like, "Why won't it work for me?" "Well, because you said that you don't have the money."
Oh.
And I'm like, I mean, you're right. I don't have the money, but I'd rather you didn't assume that I don't have the money.
Right.
Like, I mean, I think I can make that call on my own
Yeah.
without you having to assume that.
Yeah, that's a bummer. Yeah, I could see
I
that.
don't know. I don't like people who ever
They're just not.
feel the need to act like they're better than somebody else.
I feel like the people that
Oh gosh.
people that do that, I think they're trying to gain some kind of. They're doing it for their own, they're trying to make themselves feel good.
Yeah, I agree.
Which,
I mean, that friend I cut out of my life after that. I was kind of like, nah, you've done this too many times now, and
yeah, this is just a trend of it. Yeah, it's best to.
Well, and if they're trying to make themselves feel better about themselves, like, I mean, I don't know, you shouldn't be friends with someone who's like that anyways.
Yeah.
I don't think.
No.
But then on top of it, like, if they really do think of you as like, hey, I'm better than you and I have more money than you and all that, then I really don't want to be friends with that person because they're not. I don't know. I don't feel like they're adding anything to your life.
No, they're more just using you to make themselves feel better.
Yeah.
And something I think is pretty important to keep in mind is life can change so fast. I don't think enough people. Sorry, I should say there's plenty of people that understand that much better than me. So I'm not trying to, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not probably over explaining it, but
Like, what do you mean? As
like,
far as, like, catching a break?
Where, like, life can come at you fast and things could change. You could be doing really good, and it's just a couple wrong turns, a couple misfortunate events, and you could be eating your words pretty fast.
Well, that's true too.
I've ran into a lot of people that's happened to. It's like you never know what the economy's gonna do, if your job's gonna change, if your industry's gonna change, if you have a couple life circumstances that pile onto each other. Like,
yeah, that's true.
it's if you're better off just being grateful, or you're supposed to just live in the moment and enjoy the day and not let things get to your head.
Well, and I think that's why, like, I've really enjoyed hanging out with I'm gonna say their names on here, Ryan and Josh. Like, you know them for the most part, the few times we've hung out.
Yeah.
How many do I got? Yeah, that's 5. So there's 2 over there. Where is that last one? Oh, it's down there. Okay, sorry. So the reason I like Ryan and Josh is, like, both of them, like, they're both very wealthy people. But they don't live lavishly. And then on top of it, like, anytime I hang out with them, neither of them ever are throwing it in my face. And they're always like, they're always willing to try to help in a way of like they both know that I'm capable of succeeding more than what I am now. But that just, I'm in a spot where I'm kind of trapped, career-wise.
True.
Without putting too much into it.
Right.
You know, it's just, I think I overcomplicated it. I guess what I'm trying to say is, like, they have gone above and beyond to try to just be helpful. Like, and encouraging. I think encouraging is the best way to put it. That was way too long of a description
Sure, no,
for the word encouraging, but that's kind of what they are, and the fact that they are, you know, both doing so well financially. Oh, I can't do this one right now. Can I do? No, I gotta go fight the first Bowser. I don't know if I think that if you find those people in your life, I mean, you should be looking out for people like that in your life.
Right.
I think one of the best pieces of advice I ever got was, don't hang around people who tear you down if you're trying to better yourself.
Yeah.
Like, those are people you should not have.
Yeah, if they're not on your team, then why are you? If they're trying to drag you down, that's,
Yeah.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah. Well, I have that with, I should probably say the name on here. I'll just beat it out later, but he's one of those people, like, every time I try to do something, every time, like, I try a new diet, or like, try to do something different financially to try to, like, get out of the hole or something, like, he just rips into it. I think that's one reason why it's like, yeah, I kind of don't like being around you, and I don't really like, son of a bitch.
I like how he dives into the fall, though.
No, that was me.
Oh.
I pressed the B button.
I knew that.
No, it does. I mean, it does that all the time. It does that all on its own. That's it. We're gonna speed run it.
So, what I would say to that is, like,
frick.
you're the kind of person that is willing to try stuff. Like, you have ideas and you act upon them pretty fast. I think that's always pretty cool. I overthink things. There's things that I want to do and I just don't. Like, I get overwhelmed by them and I don't take action. And you generally will get an idea and then you'll start implementing right away. And I think that's, you're actually going to get somewhere if you keep implementing things. You'll find out what works for you in the process, but it's something I stink at it atrociously.
I don't think you stink at that.
I definitely don't.
I think you just played having a busy job. And from what I've observed of you, like, if you're not working and doing sales, then you're at home with your girls.
Yeah.
And I think that's really admirable, because, like, the guy that I was working with today, like, you know, like, he's doing well financially, but I also get the feeling from him that, like, hey, he's not home a lot, and he is always working. I'm like, that's gotta be really, really stressful.
Yeah. That's so. Anytime I think about starting something else on the side, I always think of it through the lens or filter of, will this take away from the time at home?
Yeah.
So if it's going to be something I'm going to do, I got to be able to do it around, like, after the kids go to bed, or so I don't sacrifice time. That's my biggest. I'm trying to figure something out like that. And I've been a little bit more intentional about that lately, at least writing stuff down, watching things, trying to get to weigh out. That's like the 3D printing thing. That's something that I could probably do. It doesn't need constant attention.
Yeah.
I mean, it still takes a lot of attention, and you can screw up. You got to monitor it, but it's not something I got to actively do all the time. I can walk away from it for big chunks of time while it does its thing. So.
Did you forget to set a timer?
I got distracted by the 805-hour lap time. Yep. What time is it?
16 minutes.
Perfect.
It's a lot better than
Thank you for
24.
tuning in to another episode of
Smart
Smart Donkeys.
Nailed it. Oh no, I was genuinely excited that we got that at the same time.
Oh, and I wrecked it at the end. That's right.
No, you did fine. It was fine. Okay, anyways, see ya.